phone tag with my dad for like the past 3 weeks. I've come to the conclusion that my father knows absolutely nothing about technology. Because I've lived alone for 5 years. I've had the same answering machine message, which is, "Hi, this is Jim, please leave a message." To this day, if I'm not home, my dad will leave the same message on my answering machine. It'll go, beep. "Hello? Tell Jim his dad called." Who's he talking to? "Yeah, Dad, my answering machine. Tell me he called. I would have called earlier, but the toaster told me I was hungry." Did you ever leave a message for somebody and the answering machine cuts you off? You have to decide whether you should not call back or call back and appear like a stalker. "Hi, it's me again. I forgot to tell you I'm gonna kill you. Because I'm the freak who keeps calling and calling." It is crazy how the internet and emails changed our lives. You ever get a handwritten letter in the mail today? You're like, what the hell? Has someone been kidnapped? Huh, I'm not opening it. It's probably filled with anthrax or something. And emails definitely made sending regular mail a chore. You're like, what, I stuck in an envelope, now I gotta go outside? What am I, a triathlete here? Work. You ever have that friend that sends really long emails? You open them up, you feel like you got homework. I can't read this dissertation now. I'm gonna keep that as new. I never even read them half the time. I just hit reply. Sounds good. Don't write back, ever. Email is so easy, though. Except for when I have to write an email to a really smart person, I get all tense. I'm like, great, now to be sure this is a complete sentence. Guess I'll capitalize a letter or two. That's a symptom of being lazy when you can't quite reach the shift key. I get the idea. Thank God for spell check, huh? Spell check saves me constantly. I get such an attitude with spell check, though. I'm like, no, it's a person's name, spell check. You are so dumb, spell check. I was right, you were wrong. Oh, that is how you spell Wednesday. Thanks, spell check. He was talking to spell check. That's spell check. I am a horrible speller. You know you're a poor speller when you're writing something and you have to change what you're writing about based on the words you know how to spell. No one's here, I'll leave a note. Guess I'll see you tomorrow next week. I gotta get spell check for this pen. But if you do nothing for too long, the most menial task is exhausting. You're like, I actually have to point the remote control? What is this, the 50s? Can't I just look at the TV and it'll know what I want to watch? You ever been watching TV for a couple hours and you suddenly lose the remote? I haven't even gotten up. I don't remember throwing it. Well, looks like I'm watching this infomercial. We all have the same attitude on infomercials. Who's watching this crap? And then 3 minutes later, that's a good point. Maybe I need a knife that can cut a penny. Too bad my phone's on the other side of the room. I need a remote for my phone. I just prefer the easy way in life, I do. I see an escalator, I get excited. I'm like, sweet, all I gotta do is keep my balance. People look so bored on escalators. You're always like, you should be like, I'm going upstairs without moving my legs. I like to pretend I'm in charge of the escalator, turn to the people behind me. You guys follow me. Stand there, keep that pace. You ever been on an escalator and someone starts walking up behind you? I'm like, settle down, weirdo. This is one of the good parts of life. How about those people that take the stairs right next to the escalator? What are you, drunk? This thing's free. You don't need a ticket. They're always like, I'm taking the stairs because I'm watching my cholesterol. And then halfway up, they always have that look in their eyes. I've made an enormous mistake. These stairs are hard. The escalator definitely makes you look down on stairs. You're nothing more than an organized hill. The only thing worse than walking upstairs is walking up an escalator that's not working. Like, oh, what's the point? It's like having a dead butler. Come on. My butler died last week. We all look so confused when we encounter the escalator that's not working. How am I supposed to get up there? I'm trapped! Help! Help! I don't like it when they separate the up and the down escalator. They do that in malls. You're like, well, here's the down escalator. Where's the up? Oh, that's conveniently located a mile away. Did you bring a canoe? Because there's a river. It's also amazing, after all our technological advancements, we still can't get the escalator handrail to go the same speed as the escalator. Looks like my hand's gonna get up there before me. See you up there, hand. I'd wave, but I don't have a hand. The moving sidewalk, that's like the cousin of the escalator. Those are sweet. There is always that moment when I'm getting off a moving sidewalk where I'm like, how do I walk again? I haven't done it in like 10 feet. Learning to walk again. You ever find yourself walking on a moving sidewalk? You start passing people. For a second, don't you feel bionic? You're like, dun 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 dun. See you slowpokes at the Cinnabon. Dun 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 dun. He's like a professional walker. He's like Walker, Texas Ranger walker. Have you been on the moving sidewalk that has the announcement, sidewalk is ending? Are we that dumb? Were there people standing at the end? Well, this is going real slow now. Oh, it stopped? Well, why did they make an announcement? I took so many pictures at Disney. That's all we do, right, as a society. It's like, hey, instead of enjoying this moment, let's take pictures. We take pictures of everyday life and act like we're capturing history. Unbelievable, the cat's asleep. Post that on my Twitter. It's because we have the cameras on our phones. Do we need that? It's not like 10 years ago we were like, I wish I could take a low-quality photo of my dessert. Text it to someone that's not interested. But I can't, so I guess I'll just eat it. As a result, we all have so many photos, all these pictures, and sure, we all want our computers to run slow. But what are we supposed to do with all these photos? I mean, I have more pictures of my children than my father ever looked at me. And I just keep taking them, like, click, click, click. We all do. You click, 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 download all of them. We don't even weed through them. I'll just get another computer. That'll be my Disney trip computer. We used to have boxes of photos in our closets. Now it's just old computers. There's our wedding computer. That's my computer when I was single. I should probably destroy that one. It's sad. We have all these photos. Everyone has thousands of photos, and besides us, no one else cares. Because really, any photo you're not in is not that interesting. You might act interested, right? You're like, oh, you went to Mexico. How long is this going to take? Because I can fake it for like a minute. I don't even like pictures that I'm in, you know? You ever see a photo of yourself and it kind of ruins your day? For a second, you don't even recognize yourself. You're like, who's that fat guy? Oh, no! Oh, I should call my wife and tell her I love her. Most of my friends under the age of 30 don't even have cable. And I'm like, where do you send your $500 a month? It's getting to be embarrassing to have cable, right? You have cable? I'm getting rid of it. You know, when I die. Technology's moving so fast. And there's times when you feel like you're on top of it, and then there's times when you feel like that friend with the flip phone. We all have the friend or relative with a flip phone. You're like, where'd you get that? Do you use that to call the past? What character were you on Breaking Bad? But there's definitely moments when I'm the person with the flip phone. Like, I have a landline. Some of you are like, what's a landline? No one wants to admit they have a landline. It's like discovering you're still paying for AOL. Here's how I justify having a landline. I'm like, well, I need a landline in case all the cell towers go out, and then I could call no one. Our landline will ring. Our landline will ring. My wife and I, we won't even move to answer it. Well, it's obviously not for us. No one we know has that number. It's like paying a stranger $10 a month to interrupt dinner. By the way, I know nobody's phone number. I don't even know my own wife's phone number. If I was arrested and I was allowed one call, I'd be like, I don't know, 911. I do miss slamming down the landline when I was angry. You know, like, you can go to hell. You can't do that with a cell phone. You can go to hell. Don't want that to fall in the toilet. Because inherently, we're trusting. We're very trusting of elevators. We're like, what is this, a casket on a string? Let's hop on. I don't know, it works, but if it shakes, we'll giggle. We giggle because we realize no one's driving the elevator. We're like, we're all gonna die. Should we press one of these buttons or climb through the trap door in the ceiling that leads to every Bruce Willis movie? What do we do? We also giggle because there's no talking on an elevator, right? You get on an empty elevator, you and a friend, and you're like, I'll tell you later. It's like a den of awkwardness. You just stand there like, are we supposed to kiss? What are we doing? It's very strange. My wife loves talking on the phone, and I would rather be hit by a car. I'm not saying a big car, but a Mini Cooper, I'd take that over a 20-minute conversation. She's always like, it seems like you're trying to get off the phone. I am. I love you. I just can't hold my arm up for this long. I can't believe any of us talk on the phone. There's email and text. Sometimes my phone rings and I look at it and I think, this person better be calling to tell me their hands are chopped off. I just wanted to hear your voice, Daddy. Buy my album. The Japanese are just, they're better at being human. Can we admit that? They're more polite, they're better at design. The Japanese toilet, are you familiar with the Japanese toilet? The Japanese took the most disgusting experience of human existence and fixed it. The Japanese toilet washes you, dries you, does your taxes. And that is in a Tokyo airport bathroom. You leave a Japanese public restroom cleaner than when you walked in. You leave an American public restroom with PTSD. Your only thought is, how can I forget that experience? Is there alcohol nearby? Different age and cultures, different strengths, right? Korea and Thailand, amazing food. Japanese toilet, masterpiece. Masterpiece. I don't know if I need the heated seat. It's comfortable? Feeling like your butt has the flu. I don't know. That's not for me. Japanese toilet, masterpiece. Chinese toilet, not there yet. Some places not there at all. Like, there's doing things differently and then just going, we're not gonna have a toilet. Or we're gonna go no toilet. Sometimes there's a urinal, but not a toilet. You're like, what, didn't it show up or something? We're still waiting on those toilets, just open up. I did a show in Beijing. The day of the show, got an email. They're like, hey, just wanted to give you a heads up. There's no toilet at the venue. And I was like, well, is this an outdoor show? And it was a beautiful theater. It was like this theater. It was a beautiful theater, no toilet. Felt like a design flaw. Like the architect, they're like, hey, before you open up the theater, I forgot. Oh, shoot. I knew I forgot something. They were very polite at the venue. They're like, if you really have to go, there's a hospital nearby. Talk about an emergency room. I mean, it's weird, the squat toilet. That's what it's called, squat toilet, which is like no toilet. It's like, even calling it a toilet is dishonest. It's just a hole, right? That's where my adventurous, I love cultures stops. Like the whole toilet, I'm like, I'm out, you know what I mean? And I was like in Beijing, and I was like, you know what, I'll wait till I get to Hong Kong, I'm just gonna, first of all, I don't know if I can physically do that. I don't know if I can do that, and I can't do that name, that's for sure. You know what I mean? It was just like, it was too much. And then, but I've encountered that in other travels. In Istanbul, I encountered the whole toilet, and by whole, I don't mean an entire toilet, I mean like a hole. And in Istanbul, there was the hole, and then there were two huge footprints. I don't know why the footprints were there. Maybe to stop people from fishing. I don't know. And like, I don't know why the footprints were there. You're like, oh, wow, this is where Bigfoot went poop. I don't know. By the way, this is all prosthetic. After the show, it comes off. I just air it out. It's like, I feel so free when I get it off. You know what I mean? It's getting harder and harder to motivate to exercise. In your 20s, you're like, I want to be with someone physically fit, so I'll be physically fit. And then your 30s, you're like, I want to fight off aging. And then your 40s, you're like, it's over. And now I'm at the point where I look at morbidly obese people and I'm like, they seem happy. That's one way to live a life. I used to exercise to lose weight. Now I exercise so I can continue to fit in cars. Still a fitness goal. I've been in better shape in my life. I go in and out, it's been a while. Not last year, but the year before, my big accomplishment is I ran the New York City Marathon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Half of you are like, no, you didn't. I did, you bastards. All right? I ran and completed. All right, fine, I didn't. But I thought about it. Which I guess is technically different than running it. Turns out I couldn't run the New York City Marathon because I didn't want to. Which is the main reason I don't do a lot of things. I just rarely admit it. It's like, hey, Jim, why don't you come to my birthday party? I didn't want to. We never really reply to invitations that way. Don't want to go. Completely available, just not interested. Really wish I wasn't there, so I won't be. I know people who have run the New York City Marathon. They always bring it up. They're like, yeah, I ran the New York City Marathon. I was asked, did you win? No, but I finished. What place you come in? I don't know. Sounds like you came in last. Really, what you're saying is you lost the New York City Marathon. If I were you, I wouldn't bring that up. But that's why some people run marathons, so that they can say, I ran a marathon, which to me is not a good enough reason. Heck, I can say I ran a marathon. In fact, earlier I did. Didn't feel good, it felt dishonest. I guess what I'm trying to say is marathon runners are liars. All of them. It's too far. It's way too far. 26.2 miles, that's too far to run, jog, or frankly drive. Let's be serious. But you know what? I'm not a runner. Half of you are like, we never thought you were. At this point, we're not sure if you're a walker. But running is huge, right? There are stores just for runners. There's magazines dedicated to running. Runner's World, a magazine all about running. And if you thought running was boring, wait till you read about running. At this point, is there any information we don't have on running? Oh, you're supposed to use your arms when you run. What? I think I've been running backwards. No wonder I keep losing. The runner's high, I'm sure that's not a myth. Let me get this right. You're confusing exhaustion for high? Have you ever been high before? How can you confuse I can't breathe with joy?